Yes, it's another beautiful day to win, another beautiful day to soar through the skies like a bald eagle. Woo! At long last, morning, and I got to grace the market once again. Traders, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Take a look at that disclaimer that's on screen. Hit that thumbs up, and let's get ready to lock in. Hey, oh my. Sometimes it feels like you want to go to sleep early just to wake up and trade. VI. Let me see how this one is looking. VI. Starting out, not really looking like much yet. All right. Let's pull the mic a little closer. So there's a couple of stocks, right, that's moving up. I'll write up the watch list here. I'm going to write up the watch list. I'm going to also jump into Gen 1 in a sec here to hang out. Well, VI gaining some more volume. So I'm watching THAR, ASPI, oh my gosh, the mighty isn't sparing me any time here. ASPI, I'm also watching STBX. There's a cheaper stock here in JF. Did I say that one already? JFBR. Here, I'll post the list. So there's THAR, ASPI, STBX, BIVI, and JFBR. As we know, some of these stocks will, sell off, stuff like that. So it'll be a matter of dialing in, locking in on the strong one. Let's post this into the alert section as well. And then the YouTube live stream. Okay. In terms of a setup, a pattern, is there anything that I want to look at right now to jump in, perhaps get involved? And by the way, ASPI does have a slightly higher float. Something for us to keep in mind. Okay. THAR, I'm going to start there. It's up 164%. Are we breaking out 5-minute candle to make the new high? 520. And now we're pushing over 540. I could perhaps take a position here over the $0.5, but it'll be more like a breakout trade. But it's back down. It's back down here. Lows of the last candle, 16. The 5-minute candle is red. If not, maybe I could have looked at this dip here. Pre-market high is clocking in at 630. Daily chart. 200 EMA at 1104. I'm just going to do my pre-market analysis early here on this one. THAR. I have a really bad cold, so I'll be walking off screen at least 100 times throughout the videos. The live stream today. Just a heads up. When I'm walking off screen, I'm trying to just, blow my nose, clear my nostrils, that type of thing. The ugly stuff that the people don't need to see, right? SGBX is also hitting scans here. Take a look at that in a sec. So THAR, in terms of the daily chart, I'm seeing perhaps 644. I'm not seeing anything super obvious. You know, $6, 644, maybe 746. We don't have any super obvious levels. I might just play this one by ear. And meaning, you know, intraday as we go. If we run into resistance in a particular area, that's where I'd start to ease off, like in the downtrend especially. We did hold up 516 or so just now. I wonder if down there could be worth a trade. But again, our 5-minute candlestick is red. We'll see how the new candlestick does here. ASPI, which is up 56%, 16 million shares of volume. Pre-market high on this one up at 959. Low of the pullback has been 841. This is gapped up nicely. ASPI. Yeah, the daily chart looks pretty good. No prior candles, so you know we can see maybe some new all-time highs. It's 850. All right, nothing is really moving. Nothing is really moving. ASPI, due to the higher float, could be a little trickier pre-market. All right, this is the perfect time for me to take a nice bathroom break and come back. So I'll be back for 9. For those of you in the chat room, you guys can hang out. Just, you know, I guess if something starts to move. All right, I'll be back. I'll leave the scans on. Enzo will hold it down for us. Everybody in the chat is like already leaving.
All right, man. I'll try. Everybody's gone though.
DJ, it's Jeffrey, not RIE. My last name. But yeah, I'll be back.
Hey, Washinidi, please mute your mic.
Anything mooning? All right, let's see. SMCI. I'll take a look at that. Super microcomputers. Is this the company Nvidia bought a while back? I can't remember. And that was an epic run though, from 30 to 125 or about 121. Cliff diving though. All part of the risk. So coming back to our watch list, gonna check to see if anything is looking good for trades here. $461 is the low of the pullback. Right now we're currently holding up at VWAP. There's a bigger picture setup that I'm seeing here, and it could be good. It would involve the higher low entry, but if I'm to take this trade, I'd probably be holding it even into the open, depending on if I get stopped out or not. So it'd be like a longer hold trade for sure. But this type of entry, I could see myself maybe scaling in like small size, like as in at VWAP I take a starter. If it goes lower, I add, and I'd have my stop perhaps at the low pullback, in hopes for the higher low or double bottom. But the risk to reward ratio there is not bad, which would be back up to high of day or at least close to it. So $1.30 plus, whilst risking maybe about 30-40 cents. In terms of scalps, I mean, I'd wait a little bit. I mean, the 5-minute candle to make the new high was at 505, which is a little bit of something, but the volume is pretty light for THAR. Let me see if there's any other call outs, any other stocks that I'm missing. Check out WLDS. Guys, as you're tuning in, be sure to hit that thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel. WLDS. All right, so just looking at it at first glance, the volume is like pretty light. So the key reason why we look for news in a stock is so that there can be volume, right? So the news headlines can be good, And it doesn't mean that the stock can't go up at a later time. But as of this moment, right here, right now, this is a stock that I would disqualify from trading the hyper scalping style, just because the liquidity is so low. If we're to look at the 1 minute chart here versus the leading gapper like THAR, right? Like you just see the difference in like the thickness of the chart and the candlesticks. So if I was to trade it into the open, let's say, you know, there's not much to go off, or especially when it comes to the pattern. It's the patterns themselves. I mean, I'm not sure what the float is. I can check, but unless really good volume gets into it, it'll be hard to trade the hyper. Actually, impossible to trade the hyper scalping style. Now, for like a swing trade or something like that, that's a different story. But I don't usually swing, so I won't get into like swing trading here. But yeah. ASPI is pulling back. This is something that's good about pre-market for me, is that it'll force me to be patient and just, be used to just not trading at every single time of the day, because at one point that's why I just started coming at 9:15, 9:20, because like I just want to just put a couple trend lines and start trading. But this is good. And THAR, I'm going to lock in here a little bit. It seems like we're getting more volume. So the low was 90 that last time. And the low was 90. The high right there, 34, 37. Pushing up a little bit. So if this pull away is strong, this is where I could get a scalp entry by watching the first pullback. So let's just say this dips right, and it starts to base out. What I don't need is a full retracement back down to 90 or 85. If that happens, it's guaranteed a loss here. But if it's getting ready to ascend and like pull away from these lows at VWAP, a lot of the times it's pretty fair. The stock gives a pullback and then like continues again. It kind of gives a pullback, continues again. I got to talk to Marcelo today. I can't forget. There's a hotkey that I need that I'm missing. In fact, two of them. I'm missing two hotkeys to make my pre-market trading more efficient. And I really, before I could use size, I kind of really need those two hotkeys actually. So the high right there was 50. I'm just waiting patiently. We're not really seeing like a bigger dip, at least not yet. I'm trying to give it a chance, but it looks like it might have held high. Son of a gun. Sometimes you gotta, I don't like to use the word chase, but I could have took a higher pullback there. It's just gonna open up. This is good. It would have been nice to see a little bit more of a dip though, so I could have, been in there. But again, just a little bit of selling. It came down about just 10 cents. Well, I'm gonna kind of miss the move there. Hmm. Sometimes they don't like to dip, and you gotta jump in. It might give breakup 6. The high's at 630. And it's like you'd love to see the stocks be strong, but you really gotta be in. And it is moving. Do we get all the way to 630 is the question. Tight stop here. Don't you reject. Don't you reject. I might get back in. Okay, too soon. It's rejecting. See, that would have been a nice trade there too. If we could have gotten like six, we got to 617. Small bid there. The 5-minute candle is red and it's off of a high of day rejection. So I got to be careful trying to buy dips here again. Going up here is where I want to get the dips. This downside trend here is where I got to be careful. Stuff like this does, it's like, that's just a little bit get me a little upset because it's like, damn, I saw the entire move and didn't make anything. But part of the deal, part of the deal. The moment I saw that volume in 40, because I did see some buying, I should have just jumped in and just say, sometimes that's what you got to do, right? Commissions are free. At the end of the day, worst case scenario, I keep a tight stop, I lose a couple cents. So right here, I have no idea where this might want to bottom. But it'll be nice to see it bottom and not go all the way back down to 90. Like, we don't need to go to 90. It can, but, can we, like, base out a little bit? Maybe get a flag here, cup and handle, try again. And then maybe into the open it does go. Or, maybe it goes before the open, but... So, are we trying again? It might be trying again here. The low is 68. I might try to scalp here depending on how the volume comes in. 78. Buying the ass plus a couple cents is definitely have its backlash here. Gonna give it a sec. Volume slowing down. Trying again for break of 6. Tight stops. The volume slowing down. Once again. We held that low, so that's why I'm interested. I'm gonna keep trying every time I see the volume coming in. And keeping the stop tight. $84. It's coming down. Oh, let's see. Ah. But even then, it did. It. You know what's going on? Why is it so like thin? It's like a double bottom down there. All right. On the sidelines, it seems like we're getting a bit of a long consolidation, which is fine. The breakout is only going to happen once. I am glad we held up the lows there again. That was the second time. This here, the third time it's coming down. And I'm gonna give it a shot. Tight stop again. I don't love the third times, but watching to see if the bid here continues to hold. And it's not. Alright, taking the small loss. So maybe it breaks down a bit. Alright, 17. We got about 3 minutes. Not 3 minutes, 13 minutes to the open. So I'm gonna get ready to jump up top. Into the open, this one should be interesting. Don't forget when I step off the screen, I just have to like, you know, blow my nose. I have this all year round cold that you guys probably noticed by now. It's still curling up, so it's still showing some strength here. I think this might provide an opportunity into the open if it doesn't go right away. So in this type of situation is where I'd be interested for the early trade right into the open. So for those of you down here in the chat, I'm going to jump up top and I'll be back down in Gen 1 at 11 a.m. What I don't like though is that I'm red 200 bucks when I should be green 200 bucks plus. But again, we did miss the bulk of this move up here. Consolidation is fine. I don't want to trade any downtrend if this thing starts to sell off. And even then, we still have to be careful with the consolidation. I find the best move is always in the front side uptrend. It's usually more clean, more predictable, a little bit more linear. But as of right now, we're getting a beautiful cup and handle setup. I'll post the watch list again for the people now coming in. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up, and if you're a new viewer, consider subscribing to the channel. THAR, our leading stock, up 180% with 16 million shares of volume. So I'm just waiting patiently for the open at this point. I can check my other stocks, just make sure I have all my trend lines looking good. But I do like THAR and how we're looking as of right now. VI, if we are to get involved here. THAR with a rejection of 85 right there. See, those are the type of flushes that you gotta, if you can avoid, it's good. Sometimes you can't avoid it if you're looking at that push and you're in early. So you take the loss, you smile, you move on. 448 BIVI. Key level on the daily, as well as 750. I don't know if this one will make a move, though. This is more like a maybe. BIVI. It popped up a little bit and then it sold off. So not much there. STBX on the other hand, cheaper stock. Pre-market highs at 32.71. Lows at, did I get that right? Lows are at 19.53. The pennies have been, giving a lot of opportunities the last few months, so it's always good to have a penny stock too. For those of you guys who saw the recap yesterday, the chat room absolutely destroyed, I think it was GLYC, penny stock at 50 cents, 60 cents. I mean, they absolutely went to town on that thing. So it'll be interesting if, the high, preference wise, I like the higher stocks a little more, but hey, I like the cheaper stocks too if that's where the money's at, right? Wherever the strength is where I need to be. So it doesn't matter if it's cheap, expensive, 50 bucks, 50 cents, wherever the printer is, that's where we're going to be. So we're going to do our rotation as usual, see if we can find the strong stock and then stick to it, lock in, get green. And if the story is saying to stick around, we'll stick around a little longer, maybe go till 1 p.m. But if things do slow down early, then we'll shut it down and take our gains. And yes, I'm already assuming that I'll be green. Anybody can be red on any day, but I'm assuming I'm gonna be green. I'm gonna manage my risk as usual. I am red right now, 200 bucks, but that's like a like a scratch trade, so I'm not worried about that. We'll see how it goes into the open. Pastor, feeling good, feeling ready. Another beautiful day, and I get to grace the market once again and try to make improvements versus prior days. So coming in here, I feel pretty good. I'm going to start up my screen recording. The alarm is going to go off in about a minute. I'm going to be ahead of the curve and get ready to lock in. For those people tuning in every day, I do appreciate it. As you guys know, day trading is never easy. But Relentless Trader always shows up here with a smile on his face. And always, you can call me delusional, you can call me, whatever you want to call me. But I always feel good, man. And I always think I can do better. So it's another day in paradise. Forget I don't need to go to Aruba beachside. All I need to see is charts. That's it. And I'm feeling very good. All that is to say is that I like to trade. I love to trade, right? And I'm being sarcastic. So there's the alarm for screen recording. Make sure your screen recordings are turned on. And also make sure to hit that thumbs up. For those of you tuning in on YouTube, hit that thumbs up. Let's get up there to 300 likes. Yeah, I do get a little sarcastic at times, but you guys, just for the newer people, sometimes I'll kind of just make sure that we're clear. But yeah, I like to trade. I feel pretty positive all the time. And I encourage the audience to also be the same. Even if you're a struggling trader, beginner trader, someone who's been around but you're having a hard time, you could be red on the year, you could be red on the month. But we got to still keep that positive attitude and continue to be proactive in ways to improve. Because if you're seeing the chat room, if you're seeing myself, Marcelo, Tim, Triad, the Team House guys, it would be impossible for people to make money if what we're doing here just wasn't legitimate, right? If it wasn't real. So for the fact that people are making money that you can see, it must mean that what we're doing here is possible. And if it's possible, you have to ask yourself, can the best version of you do this? Okay, you're starting out now, but if you continue to work, improve slowly over time, can a better version of you be consistent? Can a better version of you put out more size? Can a better version of you take on more risk and dominate the trades? And when I think about that, I just start smiling because there's no question that a better version of me can do these things, right? Effortlessly, in fact. So it's just a matter of continuing to work towards that version of ourselves every day. STI, yeah, STI also worth mentioning here. I'll add this one to my recent list. There's quite a few stocks. Sometimes I don't like when the watch list is overly long, but it's good to have it on here at least. If the others sell off, we can switch over to it and see how it's going. Pre-market highs are at 79. 79. This one has the symbol available, and honestly, I think I'll take it off. It seems a little distracting. Time, 3 minutes, 20 seconds. Settings, let's get rid of that. So STI, good call out. Also worth keeping an eye on here, STI. So THAR is the one I'll be watching at into the open. Do I still want to be aggressive right away? I think so, if I see an opportunity. But I have to be careful with the platform lagging. Over the last 2-3 days, we did see orders floating. So instead of going with like massive size to start, I'll just do 1K size and then increase from there. So at 2 minutes and about 30 seconds to go for the open, I hope you guys are feeling good, feeling ready. Once upon a time ago, I used to have like this anxiousness, not in a bad way, but more like a bit of a excitement coming into the open. There used to be days in the past, like years ago, where it's like I'm feeling very antsy. These days, it's different, man. I know exactly what to expect, and whilst the market can still surprise me, I know what I'm doing in terms of managing my risk, so I'm not worried, not even a bit. It's all about executing and hopefully get some damn good fills, man. I'm gonna say that a little aggressively because that's like the only thing that at times really kind of throws us off. I wonder if SNTI might be the stronger penny stock here. ASPI at 840, volume is in the stock, but the float is a little higher. We'll see how that one plays out. We got about 40 seconds. Let's trade to the best of our abilities. Let's be disciplined. And let's have a good session here today. THAR, are we going to see a move over 630 coming into the open? We got 28 seconds. No fear, no hesitation. Let's be reactive. Let's trade our strategies to the best of our abilities. THAR, here we go. Oh, my level 2 is lagging here. It seems to be holding up the $0.5 for now. There's a bit of a spread though. ASPI also moving up. ASPI. I'm watching 2, which isn't good. Our THAR coming back to it. High of the current candles 81. It does seem like it's having a little bit of trouble pulling away. Like we should have pulled up to like $6 already. STI, how are we doing? That took a while to move up, that break and reclaim, which is usually not the case. $62. Taking the dip. Getting the bounce. We got a little something there. 5. Which did hold. Alright, moving on. STI, perhaps? Let's see. $66. STI is giving a few opportunities. $68.90 for highs. So basically 69. I'm a little early there. I must have gotten a crazy good fill though. Maybe I got a bottom tick fill. What was the low? 65. Not a great fill here. Waiting. $65. We got a new 1 minute, 5 minute candle, so we got to be careful of pullback here. 69 the highs, just waiting. Oh, that held 66. Taking the dip. And we barely out of bounds. I don't want to trade too much downtrend. Moving on. ASPI, VIVI, JBFR, JFBR. Maybe there's something there. THAR. Hold up. THAR as well. Shit. Hurry up. Hurry up. Oh, let's not panic here. Or rush, I should say. $56. Did not need to sell that position. It's spready, this stock. Why does it seem so strange? It's moving very strange compared to other stocks. Oh crap, it just went all the way. Mother lover. Bro, and I got that crazy terrible fill. I should have made more than that. I bought 50 breakout. Damn, that was good. I got filled 61 buying 50 and I came out at 80. Whatever. It seems like the fill on this stock is gonna be like, it might be a little bit more tough. But I want to push size here, so I'm just gonna use four. I think 4,000 might be all right. If not, I would have went for double the size, but STIs back down. I'm gonna do a rotation here quick. We'll prep for this resumption and all right. Hopefully it gives the dip and rip entry here because we're right up at pre-market highs. This thing could go. Short sellers could be trapped here. Ladies and gentlemen, be sure to hit the thumbs up. And if you're a new viewer, consider subscribing to the channel. ASPI is below VWAP, so I'm not super interested. Well, I'm not interested at all. JFBR, not much yet. STBX, not much yet. Well, ASPI over VWAP now. Let's see if it holds. Tight stop. Can we pull away? Can this get halted up too? Oh, that held, man. Crap. What's wrong with me? Am I nervous or something? Like, what the hell? You know what it is? Sometimes the tape, man. Tape getting me out of some of these trades. Gotta give myself two. ASPI, still trying. Mm. Alright, these trades are too close, man. Are you kidding me? I'm gonna pull it up on screen the moment I can. Um, that's ASPI. Only 300 bucks, but we should have done like triple, double. Kind of fumbled a few trades. Over 80 is gonna be interesting. It seems like it's holding up the pullback well. This stock is driving me nuts. It should go here. 55, 52. Oh. Alright, okay. It looks like it's coming down. Okay, THAR, resumption time. Oh shit, it's coming up. Oh. Oh, no, no. Oh, that's so sad. It's 39 for the highs. Bro, this five minutes went by so quick, man. I came back late to it. Selling off, though. The entry I took was still pretty fair. I mean, granted, I didn't really get much data, but pretty fair entry. Low of 35. Double bottom. I don't know. It seems like it might just sell off. I'm a little disappointed in that resumption. We were halted up in like a great place to just rip through the pre-market highs, and it had trouble. We resumed lower, I believe, and it went down. Man, that was a quick 5 minutes. So THAR We'll see. Struggling a little bit now. STI. Still lingering here. Wow, oh, that's so bad. Can we break down and reclaim? Or is this just selling off? I attempted over 50 and volume just literally started selling off. Crazy timing. Anyhow, let me do a rotation. SPI, VI, JFBR, STBX. Hold on. Everything else is also selling off, even the cheaper stocks. STI, also in the depths. Well, we're green $200. We were green maybe like close to 1K. So that's not good. The NSC. ENSC, BKYI. Okay, ENSC. Yeah, this one looks pretty good. Gotta be quick here. Oh, such a nice uptrend. Started off of a red to green. High point. 63. Let's get our size ready. 63.89. So basically 64 for highs. Oh, wow. The volume not as high as it could be up here though. That's better. Thought I made money there. Time, you know, and this uptrend might be over here. So I'm a little late to this one for sure. ENSC, a different stock here off the watch list. That's moving up. Low 62. Did I get such a bad fill? Really? It's coming down a bit. ASPI could be in an interesting area. I really need a bigger screen. I gotta buy a bigger monitor. I mean, I could extend this over here. Let's see. But then again, the level 2 would be off screen, so that's not gonna work. Not the best fill. Taking that off right away. Gotta be quicker. 65.58 for highs. Can we try again? It's like one good fill, one terrible fill. Come on. That should not even have been close to a loss. Low 63.10. You gotta have a lot of patience with these penny stocks for sure. EHAR, perhaps. THAR is trying here. QNCX. QNCX, good move. THAR slowly inching up. This stock is going to be interesting. It might try again eventually. Well, maybe not. Look at that. Jeez. Glad I was able to not get caught in that. That would have been a $500 loss. From looking good at 55, 60 to back to 20 on the bids instantly out of nowhere. Randy Orton style. Over 71 QNCX. I'm interested in adding. Oh, there's also seller 72. I never have the right stock on screen. There's too much going on. There's too much moving. Too quickly. The VWAP pullbacks have been working. I gotta rotate through the cheaper stocks again. Nope, I'm back out. Waiting, I'll wait. 60. I'm gonna give it one more shot. Tight stop. Can we see 66, 68? Sellers coming in. There's definitely a hidden buyer at 60, but we'll see if it breaks down. Still holding. But it's not like bouncing back 64, 65. PHUN as well. Yeah, I saw that one on the scans there. Still hard to say which stock is the strong stock today because THAR sold off so aggressively. Gave back profits. We're green $600, but could have had a bit more of an efficient day. I came back to that resumption and I didn't have enough time to catch my bearings. So I kind of just, the moment I saw it just drop a little bit, I just jumped in. Didn't get to have my full, compass there. But I think the trade was still fair. It kind of struggled. It just struggled from that resumption, really. Rotating through everything here. PHUN was just called out. Hitting the scans as well. QNRX, STBX, STI. GLYC from yesterday. Not much for now. Alright, PHUN, it is. Look at this count, look at this move. It's only up 7%, but it went from 8 to 936. STI back over VWAP could be good. I think I'll leave PHUN alone just because I'm so late to it. I need something that's like more in the middle or beginning of the trend up. So maybe if STI does get over VWAP, we can see that uptrend back to 70 could be pretty good. 6280 is the level. Oh, it's not really giving us a great range here. Yeah, I'll keep waiting. THAR back over 550 will be interesting. I think right now the sidelines is not a bad move. PHUN again is still kind of moving. But I don't think the sideline is a bad move right now for me. There's 55. PHUN. Let me see what the chat room is looking at. STI. Yeah, STI. Okay, let's see. I do like my fills on this one for sure. Ah, crap. I was a little late right there. The high was 63.52. It's 63.60. I'm curious of my fill here. 61.10. STI. I keep having the wrong stock up once again. There's just so much going on, so I do apologize. At the top, I'll show you the YouTube audience, my screen here, right? I'm watching at 3 stocks. So it's, I can just switch from one to one to one, and then, YouTube stream is only one screen. So sometimes I can't have the right stock up. Part of the deal. Part of the deal. So PHUN, I'm gonna move and put THAR back on screen. Although it's struggling now. Small. Oh my gosh. The chat room, brother. Well, I'm hoping STI gets overview up. I think it might be time to bring out my chair. Sit back, relax, wait. Height 6360. Gosh. 6360. How about ENSC? $57.70. STI. Low is 59.40. We're seeing 60. Maybe STI, maybe STI ends up being a stock, right? There's 62. Back down 61. Will we get through the VWAP? Don't forget, if you're watching out on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, hit that thumbs up. Consider subscribing to the channel. Right now, we're just waiting for something to move. I'm gonna get my chair here, sit back and relax. Oh my gosh. Oh man. ENSC? ENSC. No, maybe not. At least not yet. Still trying though. How are those losses? I don't know. Bills must be in the depths. NSC is like having resistance. All right. I want to see this new 5 minute candle here. I'm just waiting. 60. This stock has opportunity though, I think. This ENSC right now. Bro, who the hell is out there making all this noise in my ears? ENSC. She's inching up. He's inching up, brother. Oh, I should have chased that. 64. Might try again. $64.80. Fills, brother. So much of this is just fills. If I can get fills. 68 for highs. Oh, wasn't that bad. Fills, man. I got saved. Thinkorswim, okay. Giving me back a little something there. Could have gotten blazed much worse. Well, I don't even know how much I was up, so maybe I did get blazed. Low, 63. But you see how the 5 minute candle is turning into like a rejection candle here. I'm not interested in any backside. Now, the 5 minute candle is young, so there's a chance we can curl back up. But it needs to hold up this base here of like 62 and then grind. Can we close at least 65? The open of the candle was 64. So if we can close 65, 66, we can be in good shape. So it's not over yet. I'm definitely seeing some selling. Candle has about a minute. This is prime time if it's gonna close in decent shape. So far, so good. See, like right here is where I need to see some dips, man. And nothing. It's just going. Dip, 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 dippity dip, 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 dip. Mm. Even this is not great. But trying to take what I can get. Are we going all the way? Yes, it is. That held 70. Wow. 72. 73. 74. 75. Are we going to start skipping? Hmm. More dip, more dip, more dip. Bro, like, why is this candle down here, man? And then the bounce just forever to come. It's gonna bounce. I'm already out. Thinking it's taking too long. And I say that, like, can we see at least a little bit of life on the initial drop down? Like, there's no life. And then the bounce comes like 12 seconds after the low, which is just usually, not the case. It does look good to go right back where it came, but I'm not in. So I gotta try to get back in somewhere here. Trash fill. Ah, man. Patience. Patience must be higher. There. Do not collapse. Don't you dare. Double bottom and bounce. Uh, Candle closed. I'm gonna wait a little bit. Holy shit, I'm muted. Holy crap. Well, I guess it's normal part of the show for me to be muted now, right? I'm wondering if there's another stock because this thing is slowing down. We needed 72 just now. We didn't get it. We needed 72 off that break and reclaim. It's still, we could still see something, but we'll see. I'm gonna do a full rotation here. ASPI, not much. BIVI, not much. ENSC, JFBR, PHUN, QNCX, STBX, STI, THAR. Right now, we're just being patient. We're waiting. Ah, man. Will I be dressing up as a pastor for Halloween? Man, is tomorrow Halloween? 31st. Hmm. Dressing up as a pastor. I don't know. I'm thinking the day is done here. There might be more stuff later, but for now, it's looking tin. Looking like slums. Looking like the favelas. What was the name of this place? There's a place that looked just like the favelas, but it was in, I think, like Eastern Asia, or was it the Philippine areas? But anyhows, dang, it was somewhere in Nepal, and it looked like identical to the favelas in terms of how the the structures or the properties are designed like on a mountain, and it's just like going lower, lower, lower. What's the name of this ticker? GLYC. I mean, it's moving with decent volume. GLYC from yesterday. Moving up a little bit. I think it might be time to call it. I'm a little disappointed of the THAR stock. I kind of botched the move a little bit through 50, and then I didn't hold it long enough. And then I also traded the resumption poorly, forgetting the resumption time and not being there to give myself the best odds. And that 5 minute, that went by so quick, man. It felt like 2 minutes. But I think this is a good place to shut it down. Shut it down. I'm going to give the watch list a look through. If nothing is moving, I'm going to jump down in Gen 1. Just hang out with the chat room for a couple, maybe an hour, maybe 30 minutes. Maybe like 30 minutes and then shut it down. I gotta go drive to Summit, New Jersey for something. And then I'll be back. Summit, New Jersey, brother. Is there anyone in Summit, New Jersey watching on? $148 likes. We get almost 600 people here every day. And the people are not hitting the like button. What can I do at this point? For those of you watching on in the YouTube audience, what should I do? What do you guys recommend me to do to get more likes on the videos? We really should never have below like 400. Dress up tomorrow. Oh man. I'm actually going out this weekend, so maybe I get something. Napoleon, I clicked like 15 times. WCT, which I saw and did not look at. Maybe I'm missing something good here. Or maybe not. I mean, I'll say it like a couple times throughout the videos. Hey guys, hit that thumbs up as you're tuning in. Right? Subscribe if you're new. And then out of the 680 people, 100, usually like 100 people alone would hit the like. Those numbers are horrendous. Those are tragic numbers. I gotta come up with some tactic. Marcelo tells me to shut down the live stream and just leave. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe that's too. Which I've done that. I've done something similar like that before, but maybe it's too drastic. It's too aggressive. I don't know. He's like, shut down the live stream and just go into the Discord and trade. That's it. Minutes before market open. I can also what I'll do, I'll also bring back the bot. I'll bring back the bot that'll be in the YouTube stream saying it every like 15 minutes, every 10 minutes. And that'll also remind me to say it some more. But for sure, it's definitely a little hectic, right? Trying to trade, trying to stay focused, and doing all these different things at once. It's a lot of multitasking. And honestly, I don't really find myself being great at multitasking. Like it's hard for me to even play video games and then talk on the phone at the same time. Back in the days, I had that problem. But with trading, we found a way. But for sure, so at times, like I'll be so locked into the chart, I'm missing the scanner, I'm missing a call out. When people are saying that I'm muted, it's because there's huge breaks in between when I'll even look at the chat. There are some days where I might not even look at the chat at all, right? Up until like the end of the stream, depending on what's going on. Like right now, nothing is really moving, so it's like a bit of downtime. I don't answer any phone calls. If anybody calls me throughout this time, good luck. I will never answer my phone in this time of day. I don't answer the door. Like it has to be like a real emergency kind of thing, Like I don't answer the door. I don't, there's certain things I just do not do in this time frame. THAR, small move up. DJ, we appreciate the kind words, man. We appreciate the kind words. We come on here every day, and our main mission is to improve, to be our best self, right? We keep it transparent, we keep it real, we don't hide anything. We show off our broker. We click on any part of the broker. Anything that doesn't compromise the account, of course, right? We can't show our account number, but we can show people every trade we took today and all the entries, all the exits. Like there's no hiding anything here. Every day, green, red in between. Putting it out there, and there's definitely people who are going to learn how to trade from just watching this. Some people will not have to buy the course, and they will learn how to trade. So ultimately, there is a lot of value in the YouTube live stream, and people love the call outs, the calmness, and we're here every day, in sickness and in health. I almost feel like I'm married to the market in some sense, in that way, with that level of consistency. I don't think I've been more consistent at anything else, really. I don't know how many hours I've logged, but it has to be a lot by now. It has to be. I can quantify it in days and then do the math. I have to be at least at like 400 days. I used to stick around longer in the past too, like for all the way till the close, like when I first started. Like 9,000 hours. Almost at the 10,000 hour mark. Married to the game. You're married to the game, man. Married to greatness. Married to being our best selves. That's how I look at the market, right? This is it just so happens that this particular field is like the more consistent you are, the more you can be rewarded monetarily. I'm not sure how many other fields have that exact parallel. And maybe more so on the side of ownership and business. Like the better you are as an entrepreneur, the more you can be rewarded. Usually in corporate it can be a little different because there's there's that bias and a whole bunch of stuff that can dictate who gets a position, right? It's not as fair as, hey, this person is the best and they're the most qualified. Sometimes you see people get a position that's like the person at the bottom has to train that person, right? So that there's just it's just not the same structure, right? But with trading, the more consistent you can become with yourself, the more money you can make. The more consistent you can become with yourself, the more money you can make. No if, buts, maybe. No, nothing else. Is that it's just that cutthroat. So when you see a trader doing extremely well every day, that individual is putting in the time. You see these guys like Marcelo, Tim, Triad, the team house traders, the students who are rising up. These people are putting in the time, man. They're putting in the time in the public's eye, in their private time, right? They're studying when nobody is looking. They're reviewing trades. They're creating study groups. They're here an hour early, an hour late, studying before they go to bed, reviewing. And then you get to a point where, you know, you can ease off just a little bit in terms of the work that you put in because you have that level of refinement. At that point, it's just maintaining the discipline and the consistency. So, one day at a time, one trade at a time. Mikey T from the UK, man. Shout out to you. The pastor is here for the people. I asked myself, like, this year has been an incredible year. There's nothing more other than to just keep working, man. I think a better version of myself this year could have made $1 million. Like day in, day out, just seeing how everything has transpired. Like, I mean, there was just so much opportunities. Even a month like this, right? You had a month like this. February, despite being such a great month for me, at the end of the month, like, I mean, we were all saying it, like, man, we could have used more size here. We could have done better. We could have traded longer. We could have, all these different things. We could have traded pre-market, right? It's just all these things that we could have done to improve. And so, slowly but surely, Daniel H from New Jersey, man, shout out to you. Today we're green, another base hit day, similar to yesterday. We're green 1K. I like your calm voice during trading. Sometimes I do get a little rowdy, like in terms of either a motivational speech or excitement. Other than that, though, we're just here keeping it cool. And I try my best not to cuss, although sometimes it does happen. You know, this is a family show after all, right? We if someone have the live stream playing in the background and they're in the kitchen, maybe cutting up some vegetables or something, and the kid is like just walking around, you know, playing or whatever, they shouldn't have to hear a bad word. So that's something I gotta continue to keep in mind. You know, people can be listening in, and there's a few people that sent in videos of them listening in the Tesla, right? Tesla screen. You know, the thing is with pre-market, we should trade pre-market. That's what I'll say right now. After showing up here for the last couple days, every single person who's trading this style should be trading pre-market. Now, there may be some adjustments that we'll have to make. One, of course, being that we're primarily using limit orders, and two, some situations in some trades will require a bit of a longer hold time. Not every trade, but some trades. Uh, Something that kept us away from pre-market for a very long time, or let's say something else in addition, is liquidity. But honestly, in these days and times, it seems like the liquidity in pre-market is just it's good enough, right? Like a few years ago, you know, and people are sometimes don't really realize the change in volume. There's way more volume now than there was a few years ago, and so naturally, it makes sense to actually wake up and trade. Like we might as well start the day at 9 a.m., 8:30, 7 a.m. Um, and get a head start, really. We're gonna have to use limit orders, right? So there is some changes that would be necessary. That's why for me, even now, I'm just gonna keep sticking to small size. I'm gonna continue to stick to small size, really try to work out all the kinks, give myself every edge that I can see, and then once I feel like I'm in a good rhythm, in a good place, I'll put out more risk and you know, just keep on the wave of consistency in pre-market. Yeah, I saw that petition. I don't know if it was a petition, but that change that they're trying to make for extended hours. Or I don't even think it's extended hours. I think it's the entire duration of like just market open, market close. I don't know why they would want to do it. You know, trading is fun, but trading is also work, and trading can also be stressful, right? So seeing these guys on the exchange and some of these corporate people that are dealing with that are involved in broker deals, and you know, that space, like the trading space, like as in the business district in Manhattan, these people are bolting for the doors at 4 p.m. They do not stay in the office. Is I From what I can see from the different places I've went, the moment that the market closes, everybody is trying to get out of there to, you know, rightfully so, gather themselves, relax a little bit, take care of their due diligence for the rest of the day. I don't know why in the world they would want to be 24/7, basically. I think there's gonna be volatility regardless. But I don't know. I'm not afraid of change or anything, but it's just like kind of strange. I guess Bitcoin and Forex, these things you can trade, you know, at any time of the day, basically. But I don't know. The market just seems much more. I don't want to say legitimate because these other things are very legitimate, and people make tons of money from them. But this is like the staple. Like this is like the stat. This is like the golden standard. And you know, it's mm, Are they catering for foreign traders? Are they catering to foreign traders? Like, there's certain things. If they do this, I mean, it could be good, right? It could be good, but if they do this, there's certain other things that would be interesting. Like, would they allow? Would these U.S. brokers allow foreign accounts now, right? And would other people from other markets bring more liquidity here? And then, like, the other stock markets in China and England and so forth lose volume. Like, what is the reason here? If they allow those people to have PDT accounts or cash accounts, and then the volume goes even, like, maybe not times two, but maybe 1.5x, and we can determine the hot hours of the day. Let's say maybe it might still be the open and the close. If I have to wake up at 1 a.m., that's not a problem, right? I'd be here at 1 a.m., trade the open for the first 2 hours, go back to sleep, and then trade the close at 11 p.m. or something. Like, I'll structure my life and my schedule around the hot market hours. And stocks have to go up and down, so I'm not worried about the strategy per se, but what would it look like? Things would definitely change. Like, right now, you can guarantee that there will be action between, let's say, 8:30 a.m. pre-market to 11 a.m. right now. There will be something every single day without fail. If we go to 24 hours a day, this could change. Like, what is the hot moment? Where's the hot momentum going to come in, right? At what time? Let's say, what time is the hot momentum going to be? Is it just going to be dispersed throughout the course of a day, or do we have to sit around and wait for breaking news? Things can change for sure. Things could change and can be good. Things can change and can be bad. We would have to see what it looked like to really know for sure. But as of right now, the system definitely works well with how we have the extended hours and the intraday time frame. And imagine one of these big tech stocks have breaking news at like 11 p.m. and then it's like, I'm thinking about the people now who already wake up at 4 and trade till 6. Maybe it has to do with greed. Maybe, I mean, it's possible. There's just too many unknowns to really speak on it. But if it happens, it happens, and we have to do what's necessary to ensure success. So we would have to position ourselves, spot all the changes, and the good thing is that it's no one trader by themselves, but every retail trader would have to figure out the new playing field, and we share information with each other, and we go from there. And how would the exchange look, the trading floor? Like, would there be people still there late into the day or early into the morning? Like, are people on the exchange going to be waking up at 1 a.m. to go to work? Like, there's just no, I just don't see that happening. I could be wrong, but it's just hard to believe. At the end of the day, we're rising with the sun, and when the sun is setting, people are like, coming home, right? So New York is the city that never sleeps. Well, what if they hire an overnight team? I mean, I don't know. Maybe they double up on the traders on the floor and there's an overnight shift, because that could easily happen. There's more than enough certified people right now to probably fill all those roles. Hmm. I don't know. Maybe. Yeah, there'll definitely be international volume fluctuations indeed. We'll see what happens, right? The 5 cent tick, for those of you who were around during that time, there was like a petition to essentially have every single stock trade with a 5 cent spread. I'm not sure why this was the case, and I can't remember if sub $1 stocks are going to remain the same, but this was a thing, and they had a couple of tickers that were trading in this 5 cent interval and increment, and eventually they scrapped the idea like, hey, this is not going to be good. So imagine there's always a 5 cent spread up or down, and the stock is going to go up or down 5 cents only. Like how I mean, these things can definitely alter the strategy, right? How would hyper scalping had looked if that was the case? Would it even existed? I mean, I don't know. You know, at the end of the day, what I do tell myself is that I am an entrepreneur, right? I'm a businessman, and I'm taking on risk. I'm taking on this level of risk so that I can do what I did today, which is to make $1,400, $1,500 in an hour. If there is something that's to happen to change the strategy for good, that's just and that's the card that we're dealt. That's completely fine. You know, I'm doing this for a very specific reason, and I understand every aspect of it. I understand the risks. But even with that being said, um, I'm pretty sure it's going to be whether the strategy has to be altered or changed or a different strategy or different styles, whatever. I'm pretty sure there's going to always be an edge, right? That's essentially what it is that we have. All profitable traders have is an edge, an advantage, something that pays them more than they lose, and in the end, they're net green, they're net positive. Can we figure out an edge and find an edge in different market conditions if we were to be 24/7? I think so. And it probably would be a matter of just a stock hitting the scan and it's being strong, just like how we have 5 day momentum right now. Something hits the scan, it's called out, people are jumping on board, and you know, trading as usual. But anyhow, that's gonna do it. It's been a good day. And let me just check in the chat room before I do leave, because yesterday people were going crazy. WCT. Let me just check all the call outs here. WCT bounce. Save. Long at 460 into the halt up. Hopefully it resumes higher for him. Let me see how ENSC. Oh yeah, I'm missing out on this one. Hold up. Yeah, we can watch this one here for a little bit. How are we doing? So we're back over VWAP, which is good. We had a nice move from 63 to 67. Good pullback 65, high of 68. High of day currently at 76. 75.89. I muted my mic again. Jeez. All right, how am I gonna check the chat and see how everyone is doing today? Not everyone posted, it looks like. A couple people. Minty and Dynasty, boy, I tell you. Those boys are on fire. This is what happens when you come to a day trading team house. You leave with a little bit of magic, motivation, determination. I'll take the cent. Well, hmm. FGL could be interesting. It needs volume though. So I'd let it resume, do its thing, and then if volume is pretty good. I think I'm gonna shut it down, man. I'm gonna shut it down, and I'm gonna come back later and see if anything is moving. Well, for those of you going the distance, continue to be disciplined, continue to be patient, and we'll see what we get. FGL, if it continues to gain volume. It seems like a recent IPO. Actually, no, it's not. It's sold off and is doing a reversal here. It needs volume though. I think ENSC is definitely one to keep an eye on. If it especially is able to get back to like highs. Right now, it's kind of setting up. It might have the strength, it's possible. Oh, I I shouldn't be trying this many times here. Let's ease off. Wait. Missed that dip there. That was quick. It's like a pretty high pullback. Oh, we got a decent fill. That was good. It didn't really drop though. Not that much. 68. What was that? 68, 67. All right, I'm waiting too long for entries here. I gotta jump in. Well, the moment I see something I like. $69, 70. Pretty bullish candle here. Not a great fill. It's not instant. What? Oh, son of a gun. High fill. And it's not. Oh, it's good. It's a little slow to get through some of the levels. There's a wall at 75. It might. 71. The fills are freaking decent here. Because I should have took at least an $80 loss there. Coming down a bit. Or is it? Oh, I could have held that. Oh, dip, dip, dip. Chasing it. Here's a seller 77. Sellers bought up. It's like there's a bid walking the stock up, is what it seems like. What the? What's going on? No bounce there is crazy. It's off screen by a lot. Well, I'm gonna give back a little bit. Gotta not trade anything going down. Check, check. The setup looks decent, but we definitely have to be patient and wait. Avoiding backside here, not looking to be aggressive. Stock is definitely pulling back here. Zeus, by the way, I gotta check out that email. I'm guessing you were one of the people watching on from YouTube yesterday. I gotta confirm it. Bro, I can keep trading if there's something moving. I just don't like when I'm here and nothing's happening. But there's people who they go from 4 a.m. to 6 p.m. every day, pre-market, intraday, after hours. Sometimes they don't even move. They take maybe a quick lunch break sometimes, and that's it. ENSC, holy smokes, Sabe the monster, 16K. ENSC. Save the monster. Bro, it's just so crazy how like money is just made here. Like just this sometimes this stuff doesn't even I don't know how to describe it. It's really like I don't know. We have a strategy, we have an edge, I understand that. But it still so it seems so surreal, like unbelievable. Bro, I have like relatives, siblings, people who right now are at a job like just working like crazy, you know? Some teachers, some nurses. Here I am clicking two buttons in front of a screen like stuff is insane. It's not easy though. This you know, I can't make it sound like what we're doing here is easy because it's not, and most people do lose, and it can be like mental torture and you know psychological warfare, all that stuff. But it's still, I guess it's like a you know for me especially, right? I don't really know anybody else besides the people who are like in the chat room and the team house people that we meet. Like there's nobody that I know personally, like friend groups, college friends, like there is nobody that I really know that's like doing this. You know, it seems very far away. You know, it's like up until I went to the exchange and then saw all these people at Guardian, an entire floor of an office building of just screens and monitors. And even Traders for a Cause as well. Traders for a Cause, you have like 300 people in one room, everyone with a laptop, with charts and all this stuff. Then it starts to seem more real. Like, okay, there's people actually doing this. But it's still so few and far apart and spread out as a whole. And it's just insane stuff. I mean, the chat room looks like they did well again today. Not as crazy as yesterday, but the chat room did well. All right, I think this is it. I think this is it. I'm gonna take a break and come back. Let me just look through everything. ASPI, no good. BIVI, not much. ENSC, if it gets back on an uptrend, it could be worth it. Will be worth it. FGL, not much. GLYC, not much. JFBR, no good. PHUN gave an epic move up, but Christmas tree pattern, going up, and going right back down. QNCX also gave the Christmas tree. And this one took the stairs going up, elevator back down. STBX washed out of the open. STI, we only had a small incline here and a little bit of an incline into the open. We had a bit of a bounce as well, but you know, I think this new strategy for me, well, not new strategy, but new adjustment of just trying to trade the front side only is going to help out a lot, because I'm giving back too much trying to capture the first, second, third pullbacks, and it's just not making sense. Like, trade this move, even on this resumption. Think about this resumption, right? Think about this resumption right here. I'm making money right here, making money. Trying to buy the dip, blaze, back to flat red. Like, I just need to eliminate this part of trading for good. Like, this just need to eliminate this right here. In the past, prior months, it was much more smooth of an opportunity to get in on the dips and back up. But once we get to an extension and then there's backside, I just need to just leave this stuff alone, man. Not even bother going into the depths and trying to fight a fight that is obviously telling me I'm not going to win more times than not. I'm losing my edge trading the backside, so I need to just forget about backside. ENSC, if I'm to look at a stock like this, is just in preparation of if it is going to curl, and then even waiting for a little bit of confirmation. I don't need to be in right away. Let's put a trend line here, right? I don't need to be in right here below the level or slightly, you know, I can give it a little bit of time. And as long as I catch it like here, because, you know, there'll be room from here all the way back to the highs if it's going to be strong. And that's where I can make my money, in the uptrends. And even just now, I get, you know, having to be careful and zoom out and not keep buying the dip, and then losing, and giving everything back. So it's going to be key to just remind myself of this daily and throughout the trading session, and not get distracted or tunnel visioned and lose everything. So we're going to end the day. We're going to take the green, and we'll be back tomorrow. All right, stay safe. Catch you guys next time. VST, okay, VSTE, let's just take one quick look. Is it up here? Volume. Decent. Okay, hold up. VSTE. Might have been missing this one. Previous high of day. 227. Highs. The lows of the pullback has been pretty good. It's pulled back twice. I missed two great dips. Well, this is the third time if it comes down, and I don't really love the third time if it drops here. Do I want to try the 1 minute candle to make a new high? Watching at the level 2, if I don't like what I see, I'm not going to bother. Still need a good tape. Good spreads. Still need a good tape and good spreads. The new 5 minute candle is a minute away. 1 minute away. I'm gonna give it a little bit of time. Ah, I feel Oh, not red. Not good. Damn it. Sucks to not make money there. That sucks. Mmm. It should have made like 300-400 right there. That high fill got the high. If I that's so close. I bought back at like 15 or 14, but the moment I was buying, like the bid and the ask just teleported to 19, 20. If I'm in there 13, 14, I'm just holding that because I already took a quick scalp. I'm just holding that to see how well we can do over 25, and it took off. Was that a bit of a 5-minute pullback that we just saw? I mean, the 5-minute chart is still bullish. So, I want a lower average, and if possible, and I'm going to try to scale in. We're lingering here. Alright, I'll just jump in, and then we'll use this as our base. And I will try to add. Alright. 04, not a bad average. VWAP, 98. I'm willing to add one more time. And I'm like kneeling down on this chair, so this is like not a comfortable position here. I'm willing to add one more time, but my stop is tight. Alright, I need to get rid of this chair. Let's put the desk all the way up. And this chair has to go to the depth. I think this is maybe the best way to treat these 5-minute setups, because like this, like doing it like this, like there's no, like it just feels so much more comfortable, you know? I have a stop in place. I got 66% of my position of my full size here, depending on how this thing plays out. My risk in this trade is going to be a total of $180. Or actually, is that right? Is that math right? No, no, no. Like 220 if my math is decent. Maybe let's just say 250 risk. Risking $250 here. Actually, that's not right. That math is not right. We're risking like $200. Um, we'll see how it does. My risk is about 200. That's assuming I would have even added the other position as well. Right here is where I start to take something off. We're getting an early pullback as usual. Yeah, $200 risk, assuming I added to full size on the trade for where my stop was. We had a high of 38. I want to see 30. I want to see 30 plus here. I think the setup is bullish. The stock is whispering into my ears, telling me, allow me to have this dance. And so I'm going to give it time. I think for anybody who might be all out at 20, you can't go wrong with that sell either. Some people are if they're in the dip, but I'm willing to give it more time. At this point, I do have a trailing stop. I'm not looking to stop out of this in the red. If it hits my trailing stop, that's fine. We take the green and we march on our merry way out of here. Actually, we'll stick around if it keeps being good. ESTE. How are we doing here? We're definitely seeing a little bit of resistance. Can we push through? Taking another 100. Can we push through? KB, 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 KB. Where are those bulls, brother? If it tries again, which would be the third time here, we need more resolution, more follow through. I am ready to scalp as well if it ends up being good. Areas like this are areas to add back if I'm looking to be aggressive and really actively trade it. Which, honestly, it's not a bad move. This is the 5-minute setup for me. This is what I call it. This is the only time you guys will really see me in a trade holding longer like this. It's the 5-minute setup. We're seeing some buying. Push through, push through, push through like you know. Yeah, yeah. Yes, sir, brother. Push through, push through, push through. Oh, I should have made more, you son of a gun. My fills in the depths. It's holding. But that's why actively scalping it can be good too if I don't have a big position, you know? I mean, even if you have a big position on it, if the trades are smooth, like the scalps, you can still do something. The key now is for this stock not to just teleport to like 190 for no stupid reason, you know? Because sometimes that's what ends up happening. This is a little aggressive, but I'll try here. No immediate bounce. I think this staring at the screens is not going to be good for my eyes in the long run, though, because it's like I have to like really concentrate here on my eyes. Oh, I'm not looking at the tape. Come on, come on. Okay. Tight stop here. Dip, 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 dip. Is that it? Or do we need like 16? Bounce like the wind. I wasn't supposed to sell anything there. That was not a good sell. Even that is early. That's where I should have sold half right there. And now selling the other half at the high of 40. Poor management right there. It's seeing some turbulence. We got to be careful not to give back. No, that 25 fill was bull jive. Come on. I can't breathe through my nostrils here. Holy shit, the mic has been muted. Crap. Jesus Christ. I'm still waiting. Gosh. It's gonna be good. Oh, it's done. It's done. It's done. Titanic. It needed to go. Titanic time. I can't believe my mic was muted again, man. That was like for freaking 15 minutes of analysis. I'm in the depths. I'm in the slums. I apologize there. Ah, Relentless. When are you gonna learn? When will you learn, brother? Alright, I think this one might be finished. Oh, that was a good trade there. That was a good trade though. I gotta just start leaving the mic on and then just, doing my business. But, just so much more not the way to go, right? The blowing up the nose in the background. Maybe that's what we need to do. Just start moving like a hooligan. Ah, man. All right, I think that's it. That was a good trade. This was a breakdown and reclaim setup. We had the bottoming wick. I had 7,000 share size in case it was gonna go. I had my smaller hotkey of 2,500, so I bought twice right here, selling half at 28, selling the other half 33. It was a good sell, and I was gearing up to get back in for 45, but it never got there, and that was it. So we're ending the day, a nice day here, sticking around longer. Today paying off. We're at 3,500. It's a good day. Now it's time to get out of here. I think power hour could be good. Well, we're gonna take care of these couple errands, and we'll be back later. Lucas with another insane day, bro. Holy smokes! I'm curious of what size he used. Woo! And how did Beam? Did Beam get some crazy numbers too? We know Savage at 16. Beam probably added to it, but nice day as well. 27. Man, what is going on in the chat room, bro? The Relentless Trading chat room. Relentless Trading community. I have nothing but great things to say. Alright, guys. Take care. Stay safe. Stay green. We'll do a recap later. And maybe we come back and do some more trading. Alright? I'll catch you guys in the next one. You see, when the momentum does what it's supposed to do, it's trading is just so smooth, right? Like this stock right here, everything is just linear and predictable. But then other times it's just chaos in the spreads, and those are the days for me to just stay away, man. But yeah, take care, guys. Hit that thumbs up on the way out. Subscribe. Tomorrow again at 8:40, 8:50 a.m. market time for the pre-market session.